Well, good day, tubes. How's she going? Still not 100% here. I'm gonna say I'm in and around. It's been a long haul, let me tell you. I'm gonna say I'm in and around about a 60% feeling better kind of right now. It's better than it was, but I'm still hurting lots. Oh, as you can hear, listen. It's pretty bad. Pardon me. It's been one absolute brutal week last week, let me tell you. Just wicked sick. I don't know where I got this cold from. I've never had a cold this bad before in my life. Weird. The whole entire thing had absolutely no sore throat. Just really clogged up and just brutal cold. Fever. I'd be okay through the day kind of thing, but around 4:30, 5 o'clock I'd get a fever and I'd start getting the chills going. My hands, my feet would turn ice cold. They actually, can't get my breath. They actually seemed to be cold most of the day, which really sucked, you know. And of course, last week I had to have a super extreme breakout of funerals in my cemetery here, which really didn't help when it was having to go out feeling sick like that when it was like minus, I think the warmest it got to was like 3 degrees, and that was like the first, or Friday, oh man, I can't even remember. That was like Friday when it actually warmed up a little bit nicer, and then it just dropped right out of the bottom again. So yeah, having to work on that stuff too was even worse. It was so hard to breathe. I'm gonna get the little guy started here. Got a little bit of snow to go brush off, plus I had that to do as well. Well, I was really sick. Oh, it's just horrendous. And then I had a nice little twist there. You know, I had a funeral on Monday, I had a funeral on Wednesday. I was supposed to have a funeral Friday and one Saturday. This is last week. It ended up being the Friday and Saturday. I was supposed to have funerals, one of each. They called me, the vault company calls me. So where's our 2 for tomorrow? I'm like, 2 for tomorrow? What are you talking about? He's like, yeah, we got 2, and he's saying the Friday. I'm like, yeah, we got 2 for Friday. I'm like, I've only got 1 Doug, and this is like Thursday afternoon, like 4 o'clock. He's called me and texted me and stuff. I'm like, I've only got 1 Doug. He's like, I'm like, yeah, the guy had called me from like the city early that week, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna book that one for you for on Saturday. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I wasn't in full-fledged sickness then, which really sucked. But anyways, so Friday come, and they called back the funeral, and he's like, oh yeah, they changed it to Friday. I'm like, oh, that's nice of them to freaking call and tell me. And this is a cemetery that I don't normally get, kind of up here. So I'm like, oh, that's great. So Friday morning, 6 a.m. Of course, I had like snow like this on the ground too. So I'm like, great, even better. So I had to come out and do snow. At 6 freaking a.m. I was out doing snow. Really didn't feel like doing that. I'm telling you, when I'm that sick. Oh, that was just absolutely brutal. So the guy says from the vault company too, yeah, we're gonna be there around 9. I'm like, holy friggin' crap, this is not gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna get this done. I said to myself, I'm like, I have no idea. I'm like, I'll do the absolute best I can, you know, which wasn't too much when you're feeling that way, let me tell you. But we got the snow done by like 7:30. Wasn't really too bad. It wasn't too heavy or nothing. So, and got digging. Of course, you know, it wasn't too bad at digging, but there was still like almost 6 inches of frost still in the ground there, so I had to also manage myself through that, which wasn't too good. Let's get this tractor fired up and warmed up, and we'll get into the back there. Okay, let's fire it up here. Okay, put that in neutral. Shouldn't need to have to let it warm up for very much today. That's the little warming up light. A little bit of throttle. Yeah, it's not too bad today. It's only like -6 out here today. But I'll go in the back here. Oh, I got some new planks too. I forgot to tell you. The vault guy, I got some new planks ordered, and they're huge. They're 16-foot length planks like these ones here, right? They cut them down. That's what I put around the graves to put the lowering device on here. So I got to cut these up someday here. Wicked super heavy, thick duty planks, that's for sure. These I think were 10 foots, which is pretty good. So these are 16, so you cut the 10 off, and then you have like a 6-foot board for like the top header part, right? So that's pretty good. Yeah, I got 5 of them huge mothers here. So anyways, let's head her in the back here. I got something I want to do for you later today. I don't know if I'm gonna say I'm gonna get back into full stream video movie making stuff yet. I'm gonna just try one for you today, I guess, and then see how I'm feeling and stuff. And I just really haven't had my ambition to do this stuff, right? So it's just been, oh man, last week was just a total write-off. But anyways, we also went to Monster Jam yesterday, which was good. I made her down pretty good and stuff, and actually I wasn't feeling too bad yesterday, but today I'm kind of sort of paying for it, I guess you'll say. So I do have some clips just I took on my iPhone from Monster Jam yesterday. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Max D did a backflip. That was pretty cool. He brought 2 trucks with him. He had 2 trucks. Used one for the backflip and pretty well destroyed it. It's probably all right. Just a little body work kind of wrecked on it, and then he wrecked the other one pretty good. So it was a pretty good show though. I got quite a few clips on my iPhone, like I say. Not super awesome, great quality, but my nephew also has, I think he recorded every one of them, so I'll get you a link to his when his video is up there, and which will probably be, if it's not up now, it's probably up, be up later today or something. And you can go check his out and see the whole show there. So I just didn't bother taking cameras and stuff. Didn't really feel like, I just wanted to sit and watch, and that was about it, you know. So, but anyways, after I get my snow going and stuff, maybe get a bit of coffee and stuff into me and try to get myself going here a bit. I got my engine in from Starpuss there like last week. I think it was like Wednesday last week or something. So I've had her sitting on the bench here all week kind of thing. Haven't even done an unboxing yet, but anyways, we'll maybe get into that today. And that's a diesel engine. It doesn't really show you any pictures on the box here. It's a like a 6.5, I think, horse diesel engine, single cylinder. So yeah, well, there, diesel E engine. So we're gonna crack that open there today. I don't know if I'm gonna start it or not, but we'll maybe have a real good look at her and stuff. And he was asking me if I'm gonna do a tear down on this and rebuild. I'm like, yeah, I don't really think on this one. I've never done diesel stuff, so I'd probably really be puzzling and scratching my head, where did this piece go? So maybe we'll just while I'm waiting for the tractor to warm up, if I can get in through the duct tape and stuff here, we'll do a little opening thingy here maybe. Okay. Let's see here. I just want to pull the sticker off of here because you probably, well, actually, I can just probably black his name out here so you don't. I wasn't ever very good coloring in school, but anyways. He does sell these engines if you wanted to buy one. He did send me the prices on the where's the starting thing here? He did send me the prices on the Facebook message there. So I will pull that message up again in a bit here and see if I can find it if you're interested in per sway buying one. But they are like a Chinese kind of motor, right? That's what he says in his videos there. So. But comparing the power fist that we did to the Honda, I don't know. pretty much identical, bang right on, I think. I don't think there's really much of a difference. There. You know, there was some engine differences between the Power Fist and the genuine Honda, but I was more impressed with the way the Power Fist started that cold day. Let me tell you that one, holy. Okay, so we get an end manual, some tools. Oh, that's good. And yeah, the rest is just all boxed up. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that out of the box, because I know they're not super fun. But there she be, down in there. So I gotta go do snow though, and then once we get back, we'll figure out this thing, and I'll probably just, I don't know. He said he likes to save boxes, but I think I'll just carve down the side and then be able to just slide her out, and then I can get rid of all the cardboard. But yeah, this is a manual. That's kind of cool. Probably tells you in there what you should put in for oil and stuff. Hey! Yeah, there's a little bit of a process to bleed the system and stuff on this too. I watched one of his videos there, and we'll have to do that as well. I think I'm going to try it a little different way though. He unhooks the injector line, which yeah, I'll probably loosen mine off, which should be just in here somewhere. It's under here somewhere anyways. And then I think he just pulled it, which yeah, I guess you could do. Maybe I'll do it that way, but he also mentioned that you can just put a little pressure in the fuel tank, and that'll actually pressurize the line and stuff. So I might even just, you know, do it that way. But yep, anyways, I'll go get dressed and we'll do some snow. I'll do some snow and then we'll come back and then get this guy out. Okay, got the snow all done. We're just gonna oh, pardon me. We're gonna try to get this thing out of the box here, at least for now. Looks like two great big styrofoam things squashed together. Now I know he flipped his upside down and pulled the box off, but honestly I don't think I got the strength to want to attempt that today. I don't know, maybe. I think what I'm going to do is just chop the boxes open here on the side, I think. I don't know if I got a good enough knife for this, but apparently I do. Chop that there. Oh yeah, it's just like no energy either, right? It just drains it right out of you trying to fight off infection and stuff. And of course, chopping on the cold pills, the vitamin C, the wife's had me on a million things, and I don't know if it's made it worse and made it more drag out or what, but I don't know. But anyway. That should pretty well get her. I think enough that I can maybe get it out. There. Styrofoam. Styrofoam. Okay, let's just pull this here. We'll try to slide her out. Oh, she's heavy, let me tell you. Definitely an engine there. Holy. Holy crap. Okay. That's good, that's good. Oh, man. Let's get rid of some garbage and we'll find our bench here again. Okay, so I got a jug of oil out here. Warming up. It's been out in the cold, so I might wait till a little bit later today to actually fill her, because that stuff's like almost like, well, like molasses kind of thing when it's really cold in. Anyways, we got to take the plastic off of this. Oh, nice. Now, the reason I wanted to get one of these, Princess Auto used to sell diesel engines quite a long time ago, and I always wanted to get one, but I just like, oh, what I actually use it for, you know? Probably really nothing, but no, as of now, but it, you know, it'd be good to keep in stock, kind of thing. They seem to stop selling them for some reason. I'm like, oh man, I should have got one when they had them, but anyways, I got screwed, so I never did get one. But anyways, I seen Starpuss's video on these things. I thought, oh sweet, I can get one from him. He'll sell me one, I'm sure. So I asked him. He's like, oh yeah, sell them. I'm like, okay, sure. Okay, so we just, you know, set up the deal and paid him the PayPal, and he sent her out to me. So that's pretty awesome. So looks like a 1-inch shaft on there. That's good. So that would be kind of neat on a go-kart. Although I think it does have a lot huger footprint where it's got to sit on, you know, the mounts here. Now there's nothing in it yet, so I should be able to dump it up on its side a little bit, and we can have a look underneath here. Yeah, that's quite a bigger footprint than the we'll say standard 5-horse Honda engine. The other one is only about to here, so that's a lot bigger. So that probably wouldn't work too well on my go-kart. You know what this would maybe really work good on is an air compressor project of some kind. I know some of you have asked me to build an air compressor, and actually I think that would be a fairly good idea, because I could use a really good air compressor when I'm blowing out pardon me, my water lines and stuff in the fall time. And I was thinking gas engine, yeah, but then you'd have to drain out the gas all the time. Diesel doesn't go as bad. It doesn't go bad quite as fast. I wouldn't leave it for like 10 years, but it's not nearly as bad as like gas would, right? So I was thinking of doing one with a gas engine. I'm like, oh, if I went to go to use it, then I'd have to, you know, clean it all out and get it going again. And this would just be, you know, prime her up, pull her away she goes, and then you'd be making air. So now I don't know how much RPM it is. I'd probably have to do some gearing with belts and stuff or whatever, from, you know, compressor to this guy and or what have you. But anyways, let's have a look at her. Looks like a pretty good solid engine, that's for sure. You know, the thing is with the air compressor, oh man, I wouldn't really need it for too long. I'd only have to run probably an hour at the most, you know, while I'm blowing out lines and stuff. That's kind of gives you a little fuel gauge here, even for, you know, it fills up the little line here with your fuel, and it tells you how much you got left in there. So that's kind of cool. Oh man. Oh, rough day, boys. I'm sorry. So let's have a look in the air cleaner box here, just to see what things look like in here. We could even hook up some kind of turbo. No, I wouldn't do that. That'd be neat though. Turbocharged 6 horsepower engine or 8 horsepower engine, whatever this thing's rated at. Oh, it's got another screw on there. I won't take that one out, but it looks pretty good. Nice little paper filter and outside screen. That's decent. Fairly decent heavy duty cover too. This thing's actually really strongly built, which is good. It's good. What else can we look at? There's no spark plug. There's none of that stuff on this thing. So no ignition stuff like that. Diesel engines don't use ignition. They just use really high compression, and squeezes that fuel in there. And then I don't know exactly how that works, but it squeezes it, and I guess it's enough squeeze and compression that it just ignites it automatically, and boom, away she goes. So I've never really done much with diesel stuff. That's why I really don't want to tear this one down too much, you know. But it does have an electric start, which is nice. Now, that electric start, I'm not sure. I thought it looks like it would be just a 12 volt. 12 volt battery maybe there. You'd have to hook it up. I don't know. I'd have to read the book on that one, but just make sure it doesn't have any oil in it. I doubt it does. Oh, maybe it does. No. Oh. No, there's just a little bit in there. Oh boy, from when they ran it up, I guess. you'd have to put oil in it, run it for, I don't know, 5 hours, and then probably dump it out and change it, and then you should be good for about every 25 after that for a bit, and then probably every 50. I doubt it's got an hour meter on it though, so you'd have to kind of keep track in your brain what your hours are. But I think that's decompression here. This little lever here will be a decompression lever. Yeah. So when you try to pull it now, it'll probably break your arm off. You know, it's got a pretty good compression there. So if you pull that little lever down, you should be able to pull a little better. I didn't get it to the right stroke there, I don't think. There. Yeah, one heck of a wang. So I don't know if I feel strong enough to try to pull this thing by hand today, so I might, oh man, I might see about this electric start thing. Oh, did you hear that? That was my neck. Oh, that was a good one. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to do a bit of reading on this, and we'll see what they say. I don't know. I don't really know a whole lot about them yet, so I shall learn and I shall teach, hopefully. Okay, in Starpuss's video, if you've ever watched it on this engine, he had one, he said, that had a problem with the little governor lever sticking in here, and this one actually was stuck. I got it freed up now, but it was basically stuck and it was not moving. So inside, I guess there, maybe from sitting so long, it was stuck. So I just took a little punch and just slightly tapped it this way and tapped her this way until it kind of got loose, and then I was able to do it by hand. So she's good and free there now. But I think once you get running it a little bit, it'll probably be fine. So I guess take the key out. I think that bolt should be okay in there for now. We'll get her up. And I think he said 1.25 liters of oil. It's in here. Oh, capacity. Oh, what model is this one? Of course, they got 3 different models. Let's get her up. Let's see. Should tell me somewhere. Model number 178. So it's the middle of the road here. So 2.7 liter capacity. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do, I might have to clean her now because it's sort of been out in the crub, is get my Dewey and we'll measure the what did I say? 2.7 liters. 2, holy cow, that's a lot of oil for the little guy. 2.5 is about half of that, so that's what they say. 2.7 liters, so okay, so yeah, and then I'll be able to just dump that right in. And yeah, I guess some of the oil is, there's oily there, but it's really thick stuff, right? So I imagine that's probably what's maybe got some of the internals kind of bunged up and stuff. It smells like pretty nasty oil, so I don't think I'm going to want to run this too long. Let it warm up maybe, and then probably dump that oil out again to get my good stuff going in there. I only use the Genuine Deere 50 plus. That's what I use in my tractors, 1540. Good stuff. I almost think I want to take that side plate off and look inside and maybe do some cleaning or something, but I don't know. Let me grab my light. I just really don't want to muck up the seal on the side. It's pretty grimy in there though. Maybe I'll, oh boy. Maybe I will. Oh man. 6 sucks. Find the drainer plug. Right there. That big feller. I'll see if I can get that out maybe here. I'm going to need my tools! My tools! maybe see if anything drains out. I don't know. I kind of didn't really have plans for starting today because I am feeling really rotten still. Might even just do it tomorrow. Maybe I'll see if anything's gonna pee out of this thing, and then what the heck? 17 mil. Oh, see if anything will pee out overnight maybe here. I doubt really anything will. I'm sure it's empty, but stranger things have happened, right? Oh, now I'm gonna need a drain pan too. Got that ready. Oh, it's good thing I checked that. That wasn't very tight. Might not be a bad idea to go over it too and check all the bolts and stuff. Now let's get you guys sort of off the edge here. We'll get this kind of sort of off the edge here. There's a rubber gasket there too. Yeah, I kind of doubt anything's going to come out. Let me grab my light and shine in there. Let's see. There's nothing in there. It's going to need some running. Get her all cleaned up and stuff again. But, interestingly enough, I think I should maybe check a couple of bolts here. That's not too bad. There isn't one on that side, it's just not at all. So anyways, maybe we'll put some oil in her, put some diesel in her, see if we can get her to prime. What you got to do is this nut here. This is actually your injector pump here. It runs off, I'm not too sure on the inside of the engine, but it'll basically pump the fuel up into the injector here, which should inject it right onto the top of the piston, I think. Or in through a valve. It might be a valve system. I don't know. Like I'm not up on the diesel stuff too much. So, but he says you got to take this off, back it off, and then hold the decompression down. Give her a couple of pumps so it's turning that pump, and it should start out there good. And that should do her. So, okay. So let me clean out my my jug here. Yeah, and we'll get some oil for her. Okay, so let me just double check that again. 170, no, 178, I think is what it said. Two 2.7 liters. That seems like a lot. That's like, not that big of a case, I guess. Well, maybe it's because it's, I don't know, we'll see. Let me just double check that once again more here. Oh no, I was looking at fuel. It holds 2.7 liters. Okay, that makes sense. I'm thinking that's a lot of oil for there. Yeah, so it is only 1.1 liter. So that's not too bad. So instead of way up here, that's fuel, we're going to be right about here, I think. So that's making a little more sense to me now. I wasn't quite following the words in the most correct manner there, I suppose. Okay. It's got a nice sealed rear protection, so we got to break that off of here. Very important that you pull this off and discard that whole entire piece. If you don't, it'll get stuck somewhere. Okay, so 1.1. What did I say? Oh man, my memory is shot today, boys. 1.1 liter or 0.24 British gallon. So it's just over a liter. That actually doesn't seem enough now, but okay, so one. This stuff's a little thick, so I'll give it a little extra for a little bit that'll stay on the can. There's one. Okay, so somewhere in about there. Okay, that should do it. Now, if I can figure out this lid. Really? What the heck? There. Oh, okay. So 1.1 liter. just going to drag this over to the edge here again, so in case I spill any, it'll just go into my pan. Should hopefully be able to do this here. It might be a little trickier once I get, you know, kind of up here, so I might... I got a little funnel here. I'm going to grab that little funnel, I think. Okay, hopefully this should work here. Work pretty darn close anyways. Just make sure you guys are in some sort of shot here. This I want to turn up. This stuff's pretty thick and molassesy still, so it's going to take a minute to get her all down in there, but once she gets down in there, I think we should be good. It's about as thick as sort of warmish honey, I think. Maybe even a little thicker than that. It's warmer than it was, I guess, but it still should probably have sat in overnight to warm up real good, but I have to let that catch up because it's starting to puke out the side here in a sec. Holy cow, hurry up. So we still got probably half of it yet to go. And then I'll just let her sit there and drain in for probably, I don't know, 20 minutes. This stuff's pretty thick, so it takes a bit to get her where you want her to be. Now, when I worked at the rental in town here, we had the big 2-drum vibratory rollers with probably a little bit bigger engine than these things had on them. Not a whole lot though. And I think they were a Hatz diesel. They were good little engines. And love the sound of them when they were sitting there idling, just like bang, 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 bang with a, you know, a banging sound of the diesel, right? Bang, 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 bang. It was pretty cool. So, kind of neat if this one sort of would bang, 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 bang as it's sitting there running too. It might. I don't know what it's going to sound like yet. But they started up pretty good in the middle of winter. Sometimes you couldn't get them going because it was just way too cold. We had to, you know, one of those great big heaters on them, right, and let them warm up for an hour, and then she'd fire right up. They do have a little thing where you can kind of cheat. Put a bit of oil in the top of the valve train there, and I guess it goes down into the piston and stuff. It helps create a little bit better seal. And that's going to take a minute to drain out. It creates a little better seal, and actually that would sometimes save you. I had some that wouldn't start, but that sometimes would save you. So, okay, this stuff is going to be sitting here for quite a while. So, it looks like our numbers are good. We don't have anything dripping out of the dewey there yet. So, look at that. I'd say that's pretty much bang right on. Okay, put that back in there for temps. I'll get my little gauge dewey. I can see lots of oil there, so I'm happy with that. We'll let her sit a few minutes though. I guess while we're trying to get the system primed here, that would be a good time for putting some fuel in her. Or letting that oil sit, sorry. Holy cow. Wow. Diesel fuel. Now you can run gasoline engine on diesel fuel. It will run, but you cannot do it the other way. It will not run, it'll explode. You cannot put gas in here and expect it to run. So there's the little filter. There's another little filter inside. I have no idea how you'd ever get that out to change that filter, but there's a little filter. Oh, I can get you off of here. Inside of there too. Yeah, you can just see her. So that might be interesting to try to get that off. If you ever had to. It looks just like a papery kind of filter. So. Oh, it smells like know that smell. It doesn't smell like diesel fuel, but no, it's clean and dry on there, so that's good. Yeah, it smells like charcoal or something. Smells good. Okay, so I got a big jug of diesel here. Colored diesel is what I use here. There's colored and clear. Clear diesel, you pay the extra tax for the road on it, where this is, sometimes they'll call it farm diesel. So if you're out in the field running your tractor, I guess it's nice of them they don't get greedy and make you pay for all the extra fuel taxes for that, because you're not taking it on like a highway usually. But now the thing is, if you own a farm and you have a diesel truck or something, we'll say, and you think, oh, I'm just going to throw some of that stuff in. I'm not going to get the other stuff. Now, if they catch you on the highway by doing that, you are going to be in a lot of trouble, because you haven't paid road tax on that diesel. You can sort of see the color of this stuff's a little bit pinky, sort of reddy color. That's the clear, or the dyed diesel color. How am I looking here? That should be good for now. Oh, Nelly. And yeah, so if they catch you, what they'll do is they'll take a sample of your fuel and see what you've been using in your tank, and if they find that stuff in there, you are going to get a big fine. Okay, that is good, that is good. We need to crack open the little bleeder here, and I'm going to have to get a 17 mil wrench. I know it comes with wrenches, but I got ones over here. Let me grab one. Okay, so now this should turn, I think, this way. Boy, that's a tight one. I think I did that the wrong way. Oh. Boy, Hannah, I don't know if I can get this off here. There we go. She's just a little snug, which is good. So he said on his videos that you don't take it right off, but I did notice that he did take his right off. So I'm going to take this one right off, just till we get her bled in there a little bit. If I can get my hands to coordinate with my my wrench. A whole pile of room to work in there, but I think we should just about have her. So I did check my nephew's channel. He does have his Monster Jam stuff up, so I will put a link to his video there in his channel if you would like to go see. There we go, I think. If you would like to go see the Monster Jam from yesterday, you can go and view that on his channel. Okay, that is, just going to put that nut down there for now. There. Okay, so that's your little high pressure line. We're just going to try to capture the fuel in the thing here. Okay, something like that should work. Now we got to turn the little valve to there. Let that kind of coagulate there for a second. Now, if this was right full, this tank, it actually probably will prime itself, because the tank level is here, but I got it at about here, so it'll actually probably get to itself to about there. So yeah, we're gonna have to pull it. Now, of course, this is going to be backwards. I don't think, if I had something on here, a pulley, I might have been able just to do the pulley thing here, but don't think that's going to work. So see what we can do from this side. That's not priming yet, so we're gonna have to probably get pulling a little harder here. So I'm gonna have to move things around here. So I want to get you to get that shot, but I'm gonna have to turn it so I can pull it better here. Okay, so hopefully I can keep this in the shot here. We're gonna try. I'm gonna try. Now I almost need something to keep that line down there, so I don't know if I. Now, it might be another shot. Hang on a sec here. And a little bit. I was gonna zoom you out a little bit here. I'm going to rig up something just to hold this decompression down for me so I could actually hold the engine and then pull it too, because I got to kind of hold this and then pull that. It's not quite working, so let me grab a little something here and I'll try to hold that decompression down. Okay. Just put a quick little zip tie on her there. Now let's see if we can do this here. That is on. Should be flat. Huh. Nothing yet. Oh, no. Still dry. I think that's on anyway. Try that way. Maybe it was on. Unless there's an issue down in there, maybe. Thought that would have pumped something by now. Let me read the book here. Okay, so I got the line off. I thought maybe it was plugged or something, but oh, sorry, line off. Just thought maybe it was plugged, but there was fuel into there, but it's got that smell of like the crud. So I'm gonna try to kind of flush this out here first, maybe see if this comes out better, and then it should go through the line better. I should run some air through this, maybe. Yeah, that seems okay there, so I'll throw you back on the tripod and we'll see if we can get some coming out of here maybe. Okay, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to try to oh, it's not coming out there at all. Well, that's not so good. Maybe this line here is bunged up too. The actual line. It's got something to do with having that compression on. I'm pretty sure when he primed his, he just did that. Now I might just try one thing here, just for fun. Wow, that's not too good. Ooh. That might have a blockage in there. Interesting. Could be something right in here too, you know. Yeah, these are brand new engines, but they have sat for a while, right? So if they test random or something, maybe it's got some crap that's dried out in it. But geez, I don't want to tear it apart too far, but I might take just this hose off of here, make sure I got flow into the pump here, and hopefully I don't have to take this pump apart. But pretty sure that should pump in there. As far as I know, anyways. We'll just put this back together. Just so that's like that. And let's see here. I don't know what to say, what to take apart here. I should almost drain the fuel out of it again, but I really don't want to have to. But I can almost smell my fuel there now, so that's a good thing. I think that should be pumping more there. Interesting. Well, I'll mess with it here and see what I can come up with. Okay, well, yeah, I guess because of the age of sitting, this thing sat for a while, you know, not getting used. I do have fuel down this line into the pump, but nothing past that. Now, I really don't want to have to tear it apart, but I did pull a little inspection cover off of here. That little guy was on there with this little gasket that's pretty old fuel smelling kind of thing, right? So, I don't know, we're going to have to maybe dig into it a little bit further. I've messaged Starpuss on it, but he hasn't quite got back to me yet, so I don't know what to say, but I would kind of think if you pull this cover off, there should be fuel in here, and I do have the fuel off right now because I actually had a couple of leaks too. It's leaking at this line here now. So that's maybe not too good. I don't know, maybe it's just not sealed up well enough or something. But yeah, you can see how wet it is in there. She's leaking just a hair little bit. But I don't really want to tear it down too much here because I don't really know anything about these things. So we shall see. But anyways, it was pretty, pardon me, simple to get the tank off. There's just a couple of bolts up here, and then it just rocks off, pulls off, and then off comes your dewey. So, but I don't know why it's leaking here now, right at this fitting here. I don't know, strange, but who knows, who knows. So, yeah, I'm kind of stumped right now, but I think probably from here in there's likely a blockage. Maybe I could take that apart and see what's in there. Hopefully I don't mess her up, because like I said, I've never done diesel stuff before, so I really got no idea. It's a puzzle for me. Okay, so we're down, we got the tank and everything off. We just got fuel here, as you can see. This is good, but it doesn't seem to be getting in past. So I've had this piece out too, and there's a little spring and like a little thing in there that really wasn't moving too good. But I'm gonna maybe, hopefully it doesn't go boing on me when I, you know, take off these two bolts. Ooh, there's no parts breakdown on this engine, so I hope it doesn't explode on me here. But we'll see what's going to happen here. I think these are a 10. It looks like copper gaskets under it too, so that's good. That means it won't. It's going to take that loose, and then this one loose. Yeah, I don't think it's going to go spling. I hope not. That would suck. Now I see why this one was, oh crap, kind of leaking a bit, because there isn't really much of a barb on the end of that little nut or hose thingy there. Okay, that seems like it's loose. Someone just texted me. Who was that? Oh, my wife. Okay, so let's just pull this guy off slowly, 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 and evenly, hopefully. All those gaskets look like they're going to stay there. Okay. So, ooh, I'm dropping fuel over. Hang on, I'm just going to get another towel here. That looks like it runs off something like a camshaft inside the engine there. It looks to be like a little bit of a, let me get a light and just look here. Now for some weird reason, if that's not moving in there, oh yeah, it's going up and down there. Okay, so that's good. So there's the little pump machine. That feels awful tight there. I don't know if you're even in that shot. Oh man, man, I don't know how the engine's supposed to push that. Wow, there's quite a bit of stuff here. I don't know, there's like a needle thing here, and that must have something to do with the pump. Now I'm going to pull off this again, and under here was another little, I'm going to get a, hang on a second, we're going to take this apart, we're going to do her a nice cleaner spot on the bench with some nice clean towels down. There, okay, let's see what happens here. Oh boy. Okay, so we got our little Dewey, we got our this Dewey, hopefully I can get this turned off of here again. Oh, maybe not. Okay, hang on a sec. I'm going to have to put this just back in the engine to hold it, and then we'll turn it off. Okay, so this should come out of here. This is all new to me. I have no idea what any of this stuff is. There's a little spring in there. Oh boy. It looks like some of the other part of the pump in here. Now I know there was another, you know, little tiny guy there. I don't even know what he does. I guess it just holds the spring pressure down on it. Should move, you'd think. I'm just going to pull this engine here a little bit and see how much movement I get in there. Okay, I think this thing just needs to run. So basically there's like a cam thing in here. I'm going to try to hold it and pull it. And you can see that cam thing turn there, right? That's the little cup that cam pushes on. Now it's not super bad. Feels pretty lubed there. It actually moved pretty good. So, oops, stay there, you turds. So now if I turn this, you'll probably see that cup. Oh, if I kept pressure down on it, it would move. Yeah, so with that spring tension, it should keep that pushed, which that seems fine. Now, why is this thing not pushing for some reason? I don't know. It's a pretty wicked spring on it, but you think it should be able to push it. I don't know. I still don't know much about these diesel things, right? So, but maybe this thing's stuck. I don't know how much movement it's supposed to get. Huh, I'm not too sure what this guy is either. It's like a real sharp. I don't think I want to take the tension off of this thing either. So basically this pulls fuel down and then pumps it through. That should pressurize that line. I wonder what keeps the pressure from coming back though. I don't know. I'm not too sure. And there's a little bit of give there, but maybe I should soak this thing in some diesel overnight or something. Maybe that would free it up by morning or something. Or leave it a couple of days. A bit of play there. A little bit of play in this guy here, but I don't understand that. And that should technically just be able to blow air right through, I think. Yeah. So that part looks good. Still smells like that old stinky smell though. So maybe it's stuck. And this guy just sits right inside of here like this. And there's a spring on here. And then this piece on there. And that keeps tension on this little guy, I guess. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know what to say. definitely not moving. And I kind of think the piece that's inside here should be moving up and down. So what I'm going to do maybe is get a little container. I'm going to put this in some diesel for a soak. And I'll tell you, I did this once when I got my corn grinding machine here. I'll show you again so I can sort of show you, which we haven't done yet, I know. Oh boy, she's buried pretty good. Anyways, way under here is my corn grinding machine. It was all seared up. There's a couple of doors on the top that you can open and close, let more in, let more out. It was seared right closed. I put that whole thing in a vat of diesel for like, about 3 weeks. And she opened her up. I was able to clean her all up and away she went again. It worked awesome. So this, I think, has just got a bit of crud in it. It's not letting this thing move. Now, interestingly enough, if this was seized, you wouldn't think that thing would move inside. So I don't know, maybe that is right. Like I say, I don't know. I don't really have any knowledge on diesel stuff at all here, so it's all foreign to me. But anyways, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll let her sit for a day or two in some diesel. Okay, I'm getting a little bit more how this works. This is actually shuts your fuel off, so when you do your throttle stuff here, you can see that thing moving in there. That's the thing that was kind of seizured up, this lever here. So boy, hopefully we didn't mess something up by just cranking on her there, because this doesn't seem to move now, which is interesting. I think this, yeah, this thing's just seizured up. I just moved it a hair bit there. Let me put you on the tripod here. This thing's supposed to move. It's really stiff. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe she's coming back already. There, look, she just come back to life. There, I knew that was supposed to move. So yeah, that's just got a bit of crud in her there. So I think I'm still going to soak it overnight though. Let her sit in some raw diesel fuel. I gotta find a good container. Oh, and a Kleenex. Yeah, that's what happened. This thing here was seizured up. So that's better now. That actually probably would work now. But yeah, I'm gonna let her soak. Let her soak, and then we'll give her a little spray of air tomorrow too. But I gotta find a container here. Hang on a sec. Okay, windshield washer, fluid container, half-size Dewey will work perfect for that. I'm gonna put that out. That stuff should be fine. How am I gonna do this now? I think I'll just do this here on the tank and pour a bit in here. And after we soak this up, we can burn this up in the engine. Yeah, diesel fuel is really good penetrative stuff. I've even seen guys unseat engines with it, you know. So this thing's going to go in. Yeah, that's better now, but I think it should even be smoother than that. So this thing's going to go in for a couple of nights, probably just like that. Let her sit, and we'll put her back together a couple of days or so here. And geez, you know what? I should probably pull this little cup out of here. I just talked to Starpuss there, and he says these things have been sitting for like 5 years. So he's like, no doubt they're probably a little stiff. I'm like, well, yeah, that makes sense. So got a couple of ways to, if you wanted to contact him to get one of these engines. He gave me a couple of ways to contact through his YouTube channel, which I'll put a link on the bottom there for you in the description, or just, he says, leave a comment on one of his videos. You know, that you're interested in one of his engines, and he told me to tell everybody that he will ship one of these engines within Canada for $500, which is actually a really good deal. Now mind you, I've had to do a little bit to get this one going, but it's understandable if it's sat for, I think these things actually did run a little bit. There's a story on his video there of it. They did sit for quite a while though after being ran a little bit, so I'll let that sit a couple of days, and I think it'll be fine after that. It gets a bit of this lube in it, because diesel fuel is actually a really light oil. Like, my hands feel really nice now, but yeah, they stink. That's the only downfall. So we'll let that sit. I'm just going, no, I'm not going to put those nuts back on because I will end up dropping them in there. That fuel line, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that yet. It was kind of leaking weird. But sometimes I've noticed that too. Once you get using them, it swells it out a bit and then it'll be fine. Yeah, I don't know. I might even put a bit of stuff on it to kind of seal it a little better. This little guy I think should be okay. He's pretty soaked though. I might even see if I can remake that little guy. He's pretty wet and soaky there. That, or I could probably use my Blue Wonder stuff here. Will work for that. I'll be able to just put her back on, good to go. So it's interesting they put these little copper gaskets on here though, like shims almost. Coppery gasket shims. That's kind of cool. Get back on there. There. And yeah, I guess you could change the depth and how much that's going to pump when you do that. So that feels pretty good in there. I'd say once it gets running a bit, I'm gonna warm it up, and then I'm gonna have to change the oil because it's gonna mix in with all the old crud that was sort of in there. But that's okay. She'll get cleaned out again. What the heck was that from? I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it up there for now. Oh, that's this one here. That's right. And then those two, and then I got 2 bolts for the top for the tank. Okay, we're good. We're good. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna let that sit, and I think I'm gonna call it a day because my head is telling me to call it a day. Well, there's my roll of gasket material-y stuff. I might even try to make one of them gaskets for that guy. Oh crap, that piece is in there that I want to show you. It's soaking. But it just covers this little hole right there. It's a little inspection port, I guess, so you can see what's going on in there instead of having to tear the whole thing apart like I've had to do here, but that's okay. That's okay. It seems to be moving better now. Yeah, so what that does is it actually shuts your fuel off. That'll kill your engine. So when you go there, that should be right off. It says stop. And then start it right on. And that the other side, so that's letting that thing go full tilt. So yeah, she's just a little seizured up, but not with rust, just with love, I guess you could say. So anyways, yeah, I'll probably make another one of these gaskets. Maybe it's pretty soakied and stuff. I don't know. Probably just get away with the blue goo stuff, but I'll make one. What the heck, it's not that big a gasket, so I just have to try to get the hole drilled into her without ripping her again. That's the only really hard part. What I normally do for that, screwdriver like this, bit big. I do have one, I think, in my box over here that's a little smaller point. Not that one. This one here actually works really good. It's got a real sharp point, and I just kind of put the hammer down on there, and just all the way around the outside of the hole, and that'll make a good hole for you. And I might even put some of that blue goo on it too. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna hit her home. We'll do a kinder, and then I'm calling her day because my brain's shot right now. Holy cow! Too much thinking. There we go. Instant gasket. Just got to drill a hole, and should work good. And I still might use the blue goo. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. So anyways, yeah, I'm heading her up. Okay, let's go. Ooh, I don't know if I like that too much. That's why my eavesdrops get peeled off, because of that. It's quite a curl, eh? Now, if I do this right... Ah! Almost. Whoa, it's icy. I don't want to be wearing this one, though, because it's just hanging there. There's another way I can do this. There she goes! Holy cow! Amazing how long that'll hang there. I kind of wish they hadn't put my propane tank here, but so far it hasn't, wrecked nothing. But I've seen this all go at once too, and holy man, what a thunderous boom that is. It's pretty crazy. Bunch of crazy turkeys all in the bush here. What are they doing? They're like, no, we're getting out of here. We don't like you. You scare us. You might want us for dinner. Yeah, that's right. I got a freezer. Oh, look at them all, eh? Getting big too. Hello, Turks. What are you doing? Crazy Turks. Crazy Turks. Okay, let's open up the Kinder. I almost forgot today too. I'm going to put a couple of videos of the Monster Jam on the end of today's video there, and just a few. And if you want to go check out the rest of the show, you can do that on my nephew's channel, which I'll also put a link on to the bottom of the description for you for. Okay. Oh, no assembly required. I like them. Now we've already got two of these guys, and I think we got two of the same color now. Oh, they're not going to stand up, but these are the guys you wind up and whoa! Hey, look out! Whoa, wheelie! That was cool. Wheelie! Holy crap! It's coming around again! Anyways, yep, there we go. 3 cycles. Kind of cool. I threw the thing out. Oh no, I didn't. It's right here. Never mind. Never mind. There was different colors, I think, that you could have got too. I think there was a green one, a black one, the blue one, sort of cleary one, and a yellow one. So we've got 2 blues and a clear now. That's kind of cool. But yeah, so anyways, up next there will be the Monster Jam stuff, and Monster Jam stuff, and that'll be it. So anyways, if you wonder why I got no mustache, I had to shave it off while I was blowing things out my nose because it was just a freaking nightmare with the mustache on there. So that's why I had to remove that part. So yeah, it was just nasty cold, still nasty. But we're trying our best, as best we can do anyways. And yeah, so anyways, enjoy the little bit of Monster Jam stuff. And if you want to check out the full show, go see my nephew's channel. His video on his channel, I'll put a link to it. And a link to Starpuss is there if you're interested in one of his engines. So just maybe mention to him, check it out before you send it. Because I think that's what he was saying to me. He's like, oh, I'm going to have to maybe look at all of them before I send them out. I'm like, well, yeah, you know, not a big deal. Like, I kind of got the rough idea of how to do it. So now someone that was just going to put fuel in it, oil it, and pull it, wouldn't go. Yeah, it's probably not going to work too well. So, but anyways, yep, good engines. We'll get her going in the next couple of days, I'm sure. I'll just let that thing sit maybe tomorrow, maybe till the next day or something, maybe till Wednesday or something, then we'll put her back together and try her out. So anyways, thanks for watching today. We'll catch you tomorrow. Enjoy the little bit of Monster Jam, and if you want to check it out, like I say, on my nephew's channel, check it out on his channel. And we'll catch you Wednesday or so. I don't know if I'm going to do anything tomorrow. I might just chill out tomorrow. So anyways, have a good night. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you when we catch you.
Barge through. Max D wins. Thank you.
Max D on top. We have 2 10s, 4 9s, 4 1s right now.